Welcome to Knightsbridge in London. It's home to Harrods, Hyde Park is just around the corner, and as of the last few months, it's home to Cameron van der Burgh, the now retired Olympic swimmer, who I've dropped by to catch up in his new home in London. And voila, here's the man himself.
Hey Dan, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Oh, see their shoulders big and strong as ever.
Getting smaller by the day, I'm telling you.
So these are the sweeping officers of Andorran Capital and the sweeping officers of Cameron van der Burgh. Great to see you, looking very smart and corporate.
A bit of a change from my my normal swimsuit.
Let's go back to that swimming career before we look at where you are now, because it came to an end, I think for a lot of South Africans rather suddenly. You took a few people by surprise. A lot of people thought, well, it would be the Olympics on the horizon. I know we'd spoken about it maybe ending a little sooner. You decided to call it quits, but what a way to say goodbye to swimming.
Yeah, I was very fortunate. It was one of the fairy tale endings that I couldn't have written any better. And also just to have my wife there, my mother, was really, really special. I have no regrets. You know, there's nothing that I have to go back for to try and accomplish or, you know, make right, which I think a lot of athletes do struggle with sometimes.
How difficult was it ultimately, though, to decide, right, swimming's done?
It wasn't that difficult in the sense that I had set myself up, I have goals and, you know, other dreams that I want to achieve in my life. And I had great mentors as well in the likes of someone like Nicholl, where, you know, an absolute, you know, champion in the pool and has gone on to transfer that success into business. So being able to see these guys transition and how he did it really helped me just set up my life and how I wanted to try and achieve the same. So eventually I got the opportunity to actually come here in October, which was before the World Championships was in December. So I was already working full-time at the hedge fund since then. So the last few months was actually the toughest, trying to juggle the full-time training with the new job and the workload here. So to be able to actually finally finish, it was actually quite a weight off the shoulders because, you know, being able to start a new career, I also want to be able to put in as much time and effort and dedication that I did in the pool into this new part to try and make the success that I've had in the past go forward into the future.
So this is seriously cool. Your office is right across the road from Harrods.
I'm pretty much single-handedly paying Harrods rent because I buy lunch here almost every single day.
Which, basically, if you translate anything at Harrods into rand, you're paying the GDP of Malawi for whatever you ask for.
Well, you know, I think the Saudi investment fund own Harrods, and of course Saudi Arabia is one of the biggest oil, shall we say, influencers. So if I'm good to them, I hope they're good to me, and my new career will take off where my swimming left.
It's just so different. I mean, look around now. The weather's horrible, but it's London. It's one of the world capitals. It's just such a different world to where you were.
Yeah, it's completely different. Unfortunately, this is probably one of the worst weekends we've had here. But actually, the weather's not that bad. I think, you know, it sort of is what you make of it. And I do love water. So a little bit of rain, if you have the right equipment, warm jacket, an umbrella, it's not the worst.
I'm sure you're also enjoying the relative anonymity. In South Africa, you couldn't move without being swamped by people wanting to get a selfie and autograph, chat to you. Not quite so much of it here, I'm imagining, but are you still getting stopped by the occasional South African or swimming fan asking how you're doing and can I have a photo?
I am actually. It's quite strange. In the UK, because one of my biggest rivals was Adam Peaty, and him being a British swimmer. So a lot of the people that do follow the sport have noticed and you know, stopped me. And then there are obviously an abundance of South Africans here. So I believe we're about 600,000 if my...
600,000?
That's what I read somewhere. We're 600,000 expats living in the UK. So
that's a lot of people who've watched too much Carte Blanche and decided to leave.
Yeah, so you're bound to run into them every now and then.
Oh, look, it is delightful strolling through Knightsbridge with you, but it's about -7 degrees at the moment. So before we part ways and I head back to South Africa, I think what I'd like to do as a little toast to this new career of yours is find a pub so you can point us in the direction of a good one.
Perfect.
And let me buy you a pint for the cost of my monthly bond and toast the new life of Cameron van der Burgh.
Perfect, let's do that. I love that. So there's a pub around the corner here actually that I've never been to. But
Okay, I'm going to try that. It's freezing out there. This is much needed respite, the warmth of a pub. And as you said earlier, there's just something about a Guinness in this part of the world that works some magic.
I must say, it's nice to be able to finish a whole Guinness, not only have 1 or 2 sips now that I'm retired. And yeah, thank you for bringing me some love from South Africa. I really miss home and all the people there.
Well, we miss you too. Exciting journey ahead there. We can't wait to see where it leads. And best of luck, Cab. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.